addition. It looked like on both ends of the floor, maybe the best game offensive and defensively you played this season, you think?
You know, I really do. And again, before I answer that, Rob, I mean, Alcorn, I tell you, our guys, I think, gave them the ultimate compliment because they were locked in, ready to play, because we had watched enough tape with them to know that they put as much effort into guard and defending than anybody we played. And the fact is they were down, 2-3 guys tonight, and haven't played a home game yet. Think about that. But I have a great deal of respect for that coaching staff because they kept coaching their guys up to the end. But I thought our focus on the defensive end, and again, we got better offensively, and we can get better because we called some plays tonight that we didn't execute, that we've got to do a better job with that. But just the mindset coming in, and I think it's really a compliment to Alcorn State because we showed them, and we showed them how hard they fight. They don't ever give up, and we actually said, the other night against McNeese, we won the game, but we weren't the hardest playing team on the court the other night, and we wanted to see if we could do that tonight.
Let me ask you about most complete effort, you think?
Yeah, I would say that, Rob. I would say overall, when you look at it, the fact that we assisted on how many assists we have? 27 on 33 baskets, I guess. That's how we're at our best, and we're able to turn some turnovers into some baskets, obviously, which makes it easier in some ways, but that was from good defensive effort. But I thought overall, I would tell you it was probably our most complete game, and on both ends in terms of concentration.
Rick, when did you roll Santi out, and is there a timeline for how long you think he'll be in?
You know what? I think I would say day to day. I mean, we knew he wasn't going to play today, and we did. Yesterday we knew we were going to limit Joe Saya to some minutes today, and because he's feeling better, obviously. But again, I think Santi will be day to day.
Ryan and Ben.
How pleased were you with the ability to turn defense into offense?
Well, we need more of that, and again, the effort was there, definitely there, but like I said, they were missing a couple key guys that we were really concerned with the fact, and they did hurt us still. They drove certain guys, and we knew the game would turn into some one-on-one situations, and we had a couple ball screen breakdowns where we just again didn't do a great job. But again, you realize, we're looking for perfection. We're trying to get it, but the fact is, if we can come up with those deflections and get out in the open court, you need those kind of baskets where you don't every time come down the floor you feel like you have to grind it. I thought Zakai really did some good things, especially in the second half where he's starting to more and more understand our transition game and what he needs to do, and Tyreek had to play some point. I thought Jemai again went in and did and again we have high expectations for him, but our post guys have some really good interior passing, and that's something that we have worked on hard the last week, where they're understanding that they don't have much time in there, they don't have much space, and if they want to be effective, they're going to have to do the work early. And we got to also get it there. It's not as easy as everybody might think, but we've got to learn to give up position to maintain possession. We lost it two or three times tonight, putting it in there, but I think it was more the post not going to get the ball as opposed to the passer.
Rick, you talked the last couple of media availabilities about how important these games are for guys like Tobe and BJ. BJ gets in early tonight. Just what you see from those two.
Again, I thought their preparation was good. Tobe is a guy that prepares. I think BJ's understanding it, the importance of it. But again, these games are important, and not that we take anybody lightly, but the fact is, we tell them they better make the most of those minutes. Like first half, we had BJ out there, and we took him out because there was a loose ball that he should have had. Because we want him to understand that every possession matters. And if you're tired, you have to learn to fight through that. That's where cardio toughness comes in. But BJ's going to be a good player. Tobe, he got 5 rebounds, and I don't know how many minutes he played, but he goes, and they're out there. They haven't settled in, obviously. Their instincts haven't totally taken over. I think once they can get some minutes, and I do think before the year's out, those guys are going to help us in games that people might not think they will be in. We're going to need them.
Coach, 6 guys in double figures tonight. Who impressed you the most defensively?
I would think, again, I thought our post guys, we got into some switches. We had to stay in front a few times, but I would say the constant pressure that, Jemai and and Z put up. It's hard to do what they do. I mean, it is really hard, and I've often said that to our post guys. We should let you guys go out there and do what they do. And you'll realize your job is difficult and it's hard, but what they're doing is really tough. And so they're out there trying to disrupt things. Tyreek is starting to get better with it. You know, Joe's a solid guy. For even the minutes he plays, he impacts the game. He gets his hands on things, rebounds, and but what we've got to do, we've got to get a team full of guys that want to be defensive player of the years. That's what we got to continue to get, and that means post guys doing their job consistently, especially in ball screens, and when we switch, containing the basketball.
Got two things for you. One, what did you like offensively about what you got in the post today? And then there was a bowl announcement today, Clemson versus Tennessee. I want to get your reaction to that as well.
Well, I can tell you this, the second part is, I can answer that real easy. It's great to be a Tennessee Vol. It's great. And but what I like today, I like it when our post guys are in there carving out their space and able to make good passes in tight areas. And the fact that we did keep the ball up a lot tonight, you know, because they really come in and swipe at it. I mean, early in the game, Jonas got a rebound, brought it down, they took it from him. Then we started playing over top of him and keeping it up. We got to get better at that, because the last two teams have done that. They have really hit us hard in the post. We keep talking about carving out your space where you need it, and then I thought tonight, Tyreek is turning down too many shots that he needs to take for us from the perimeter, and it's that balance we're looking for, and we're getting closer. But when we do it, hit the paint with it, and it comes back out, we expect those guys to shoot it because we think they can shoot it.
I want to talk about Tyreek. It seemed like he had a little bit of quick trigger early in the game. Just how important is it for you guys that he's aggressive offensively?
Well, it's really important to him. I mean, you think about it. I think somebody told me this, Tom, you would know. I think Santi's taken 30 more threes than him coming into this game. I don't know what the number was. That shouldn't be like that. I mean, think about it tonight. He charged one time. He came off. He got fouled at the top, but that play's designed to shoot the ball. And he's got to understand that when we design something and we get the shot we want, we got to shoot it. And he's got to understand it. And again, but he's learning the offense. I think that he's got to continue to get better at screening. He's got to do what Santi does a lot, screen, get himself open. But again, we want him to be aggressive. We want him, when he's open, we expect him to turn it loose.
I think that difference was 31 attempts more coming into the day. Take one last one for Coach. Ben?
Julian doesn't have the biggest frame, but kind of attacks the basket like he has a bigger frame. Well, why is he able to do that and be so creative?
Well, he's got a terrific feel for the game. He sees the court for the most part. He's learning. I mean, he's still learning how hard it is to play defensively. I mean, it's hard to play this game at this level, regardless of who you're playing at, with the intensity to get yourself up to, again, 40 minutes. We're not there yet. We're about halfway where we need to be with our effort on both ends, but I hope we're not as good as we're going to be right now, because I think we got a chance. Like, there's a lot of teams that know they can get better. We're one of them. But what he does have a terrific feel for the game. He's had a lot thrown at him. He's competitive. He just has some instincts that you wish you could teach a lot of guys, but he's got it. But the fact is, he's extremely coachable. He wants to be good. He wants to be good on the defensive end. This is all new to him, and he would tell you from his body, he's worked so hard. And most guys, we come in, you know, we know they're going to get bigger, stronger, but some guys you got to get them to lose weight. The other way is probably more difficult. And I think Garrett Maidenwall would probably tell you that Julian has spent as much time as anybody we've had since he's been here working on his body to get it. And I mean, he knows how important that is, but he's really put time in, and I think we're all going to see him grow up a lot between now and before he's finished.
Coach, thank you.
All right, thank you guys.
Thanks.